Hook, emotional peak. Sound, a cabinet door slams shut, porcelain rattles. Whispered shaky voice. Me, stop, please. This isn't your mother's house anymore. It's ours. Camera cuts to husband's cold eyes, finger jabbing the air. Husband, you're not the woman of this house. She still is. Screen goes black with text. When your dead mother-in-law still runs your marriage. Act I the betrayal. Calmer tone. Narration with visual flashbacks of a funeral. My mother-in-law died suddenly. One evening she was laughing with a neighbor, and the next morning she was gone. My husband collapsed into himself like a child whose whole world had ended. I held him through sleepless nights, terrified I'd lose him too. When the fog lifted, he made a decision. Husband, soft, determined. We should move into mom's apartment. Why pay rent when we have a home just sitting there? At first, I was relieved. It was a 3-bedroom. Old-fashioned wallpaper, yes, but space, security, no more monthly rent. I thought, finally, we can start fresh. I couldn't have been more wrong. Act 2, the fight begins. It started small. I'd rearranged the kitchen, new mugs in front, chipped plates in the back. The next morning, everything was exactly as his mother left it. I moved shoes, towels, even books. By evening, every object had snapped back into place like ghosts were moving them. Sound, clock ticking, eerie creak of floorboards. Internal monologue. Was I losing my mind? Or was my husband becoming her? Finally, I brought up remodeling. The wallpaper was peeling. I thought it was practical. Me, honey, what if we freshen the living room? Just paint something light. Husband snaps, shouting. You will not touch this house. You are not the hostess here. Sound door slams, baby cries in background. I froze. My blood ran cold. Who was the hostess then? His dead mother? ACT 2, the new dramatic scenes. New scene number 1, heated confrontation. At night, I confronted him head on. Me, voice trembling. Do you hear yourself? You're living for a ghost. What about your son? What about me? Husband, eyes wild. Don't you dare talk about my mother like that. She built this home. You will respect her. Internal monologue. Respect or worship? Because right now, I feel like the other woman in my own marriage. New scene number 2, secret conversation with my mom. I'll call my own mother in tears. Mom, gentle but firm. He's clinging to her through these objects. If you push, he'll break. You may need to leave before he drags you under too. Her words stung. Leave with a toddler? But a tiny part of me thought maybe she's right. New scene number 3, discovery of the journal. A week later, while cleaning, I found something under the bed. His mother's leather-bound journal. Pages filled with neat handwriting. At first, recipes, then notes about him. Alex never listens. He's careless. Why can't he be more like his cousin? I worry he'll never make a good husband. I dropped the book. My chest tightened. All those years, he wasn't chasing approval. He was running from her disappointment, even after death. Mid-video CTA around 5:30. Narration, whisper, intense. I didn't realize my life was about to explode. Just like this video might disappear from your feed if you're not subscribed. Hit subscribe now because you'll want to see how this ends. ACT 3, the consequences. I confronted him with the journal. Me. She never approved of you. And you're still letting her control us. She's gone, Alex. Look at your son. He needs you, not her ghost. For a moment, I saw a flicker of shame in his eyes. Then the door slammed again. Husband, if you can't live by her rules, maybe you don't belong here. And just like that, my marriage felt like a prison cell decorated with my mother-in-law's furniture. Outro de aftermatch. Now it's been 3 silent days. He doesn't speak to me, doesn't look at me. I'm counting the cracks in the wallpaper at night, wondering if they'll swallow me whole. Internal monologue. How long do you let grief excuse cruelty? At what point do you save yourself and your child? Music swells, dramatic fade. Final line. Was I right to even consider walking away? What would you have done in my shoes? Be honest in the comments.